Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with Kes. My name is Kesiena Akwara Ate, a health and social care trainer. To all you amazing, beautiful, awesome subscribers, old and new, who keep coming back to watch my videos, you're just the best, okay? And you make me feel so much joy by your encouragement. Thank you so much. And if you are just watching this video for the first time, hello, what are you waiting for? Click on that like button. And of course, the subscription button. And don't forget, click on that notification bell as well. So whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. Okay? And follow me on Instagram, Care by Kes, TikTok, Care by Kes, and Twitter, Care by Kes. And I will most definitely see you there. Yes? All right. Today, what are we talking about, Kes? Now, one of you awesome subscribers, you said to me, oh, Kes, can we please have a video on the duties of a domiciliary carer? And I said to myself, oh, wow, that has been an omission on my part, because I have done a video on healthcare assistant, your duties. I have done a video on support worker, your duties, and I've also done a video on living carer, your duties, but I haven't done one for domiciliary carers. Oh my gosh. Apologies, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to rectify that today. Hence the title of this video, UKT2 visa, duties of a domiciliary carer, and what you must never do. Now, trust me when I say that, you must never do what I will tell you, because it could cost you your job. Okay? It is a serious matter in the United Kingdom. Is that all right? So let's get to it. Okay? Now, the duties of a domiciliary carer are more or less similar to the duties of a living carer. Now, the major difference is this, that a domiciliary carer comes there at a scheduled time. They have a routine, all right? They come in, they have 4 calls a day that they do. They have the morning call where they give the person, do their personal care, give them medication, prepare their breakfast, okay? They have the lunch call. They've got tea time where they give, of course, they do lunch call, they give their lunch to the clients, and tea time, they give them their dinners, all right? And then you have bedtime, where they come to their house, say around 9 or 8, whatever time they have agreed on the care plan of the client, to come in, give them a change of clothing, change their pads, and then put them to bed. Okay, so that are your major calls. Now you're wondering, am I going to work from, say, 6:30, which some of them resume work? Now, I remember when I used to work as a domiciliary carer, I leave my home for like 6:30, and at my client's place for 6:45. So yes, but are you going to work from that 6:45 or 6:30 when you leave your house till 8 or 9 in the night? No. It depends on the kind of calls you have. In the mornings, I used to have like 4 or 5 calls in the mornings, okay? And then maybe the same 4 or 5 in the afternoon, because I normally end my shift at 2 to pick my children from school. All right, but there are some who do all the 4 calls, but I did not do that. So yes, you will have break time, sometimes 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour in between your shifts. Or sometimes you could go to the client's house and they're not there, they've gone out. So you have that whole, time off, supposedly, particularly when they didn't tell you beforehand. Okay, so each call can last 30 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. It depends on your client's care plan and what the package is. All right, so basically you go into their house, give them a wash, a clean up, give them the medication, help them empty their bins, wash up after yourself when you have, prepared their meals and all of that. Is that okay? You could do errands for, like, go help them with their shopping, or pick up medication from the pharmacist for them, or however the care plan states you should do. Does that make any sense? Now, what must you never do? If your care call or your client's care plan says that it is a double up, which means that 2 domiciliary carers, if I may add, have been asked to attend to that individual, for instance, and most likely it is because they are bedridden and as such cannot do anything for themselves. If it is a double up, on no account should you go and do it by yourself. All right. Now, if your partner is not around, wait for them outside the house. Do not go into the house because there's a temptation that you may want to get something done. Does that make any sense? So you wait for them outside until they're coming. Because if you go into the client's house to help with whatever, and something goes wrong, who will stand as a witness for you? You will have no weakness. That is a safeguarding issue. You don't want to get yourself into that, please. Secondly, to go into your client's home rather, you normally have a key safe, particularly if they live alone, because a lot of the elderly do not like staying in care homes or nursing homes. They rather be in their homes and pass on from there. They feel more dignified that way. Now, so if they're alone in their houses, it means that you will have a key, a code to the key safe, which is usually outside. Now again, on no account are you to share the code of that key safe to anybody. Nobody. Yes? And also, if your client lives with people in the house, as in they have family members with them in the house, and you come in to care for them, yeah? And then if you come into your client's house and you find the kitchen, full of dishes. Now, this is one thing you must never do. Particularly when they live with family members. Do not go into the kitchen and start washing up all the plates. No. Take what you need for your client. Wash it. When you're done using it, wash it and place it back. Why? The moment you start doing that, they will keep leaving the dishes for you to wash, and that is not your job. Your job is to look after the person who needs you, not the entire family. Does that make sense? Now, what I'm going to say next applies to both healthcare assistants, living carers. Yeah? So please listen attentively. And of course, support workers. If your client or the service user is falling down, do not catch them. Why? You might ask. If they fall down, whilst they are falling, you catch them, and in the process they hurt themselves, that is a safeguarding issue. It could cost you your job. So you need to be very mindful of that. Yes, you can help them fall, what they call assisted fall. But you need to ask yourself one question. Can you bear the weight? Because the weight is dead weight, and you are not supposed to bear the weight. You're supposed to guide them to the floor. If you cannot guide them properly, then let them drop. Because their weight is dead weight, and it can hurt. You can get hurt. I know of a colleague who came in the room one of those nights, well, not my training room, but who came to the training room where I was training. A colleague, and she said to me, she had this lady that taught her way back in her home country. But that sometimes she saw her, she was all bent over like that. Her chin was literally touching her chest. And then she said to herself, this is this woman that taught me in school. How come Then she went up to, she summoned up courage and went up to her and had to bend her head to look at the lady in her face. I said, and when the lady saw her, she instantly recognized her. I said, oh, called her by her name and all of that. She said, what happened to your back? A very sad story. And the lady said, one of the clients in the home she was working in was falling down. And she, being kind-hearted and all of that, she went to, catch the lady. And what happened? Her back broke in half. She slipped the disc in her spinal cord. And at the end of the what happened, she was all, bent over. So that is why I said, don't catch anybody. Let them drop. If you can make the place safe for them quickly, go ahead, do that. Because like I said, if you try to catch them and they hurt themselves, it's all on you for trying to catch them. So let them drop. And also, as a domiciliary carer, if you walk into your client's house, particularly for those who live alone, and you meet them on the floor, please do yourself a favor. Do not pick them up. Why, you might ask? Do you know how long they have been on the floor for? Do you know when they fell or how they fell? The best you can do is cover them up with a blanket or something. Then you call your office and tell them what happened. The office, as their protocol is, will call the next of kin or the one with the lasting power of attorney, whilst you call the paramedics and you explain to them what exactly happened. Now, you may not have to leave that person alone, or should I say, you should not leave that client alone until the paramedics come. And that's why you must let your office know so that they can send somebody to meet up your next call. Because you cannot leave that client alone until the paramedics come. They will ask you questions. And please do yourself a favor. Answer the questions as intelligently as you can. And they will take that individual away. Why? Because these things happen, and then if for some reason you pick them up and something happens later on and they say they had a fall and your name is mentioned, trust me, the family will come for you and you might lose your job. So what you can do for yourself, leave them on the floor. They will threaten you that if you don't pick me up, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that. Let me share another story with you. I had a colleague coming to the training room and she said to me, when I mentioned this, she said, oh, can she tell me it's something that happened to her? I said, go ahead, feel free. And she said to me, she was doing domiciliary. She went to somebody's home. She came in, knocked on the door, which is normal because you don't want to frighten them with your sudden appearance from nowhere. And she found the client on the floor. She came in at around 9 in the morning. And she met the man on the floor. How long he's been there for, she had no idea. And the man threatened her. That pick me up. If you don't pick me up, I will deal with you. And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't pick you up. She called the office, told them what went down. The office called the next of kin. And then she called the paramedics. And guess what happened? Sadly, the man passed 2 weeks later. So imagine if she had picked him up and he had told them, oh, the lady picked me up, blah, blah, blah. What do you think would have happened to that carer? She could have gone to jail, or she would have been barred from care completely for the rest of her life. So you see, do not pick them up. And I plead with you, having done the job, this job is lovely, but there are things you must adhere to. Listen to instructions. You don't understand anything, ask questions. It is very important so you can protect yourself. Yeah? I hope I haven't scared you all. Yeah? But like I said, ask questions. Do the right thing. Okay? So until I see you in my next video, never you forget this. No matter what the matter is, you matter so much more. Au revoir.